Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and this is a deck review. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the weekend. This is where we review decks of playing cards. Saturday, Sunday, devoted to playing cards, devoted to one of the tools of the trade that we use because I love card magic and I've collected playing cards my entire life. Today we're going to look at the Star Trek playing cards from Theory 11. Theory 11 makes great cards, very beautiful, especially their tuck cases. Their tuck cases are always the very, very best. And of course, Star Trek, everybody knows, unless you are neither Star Trek nor Star Wars. If you're neither, then I think sometimes people get confused. But if you're one or the other, then you know. And in truth, Star Trek came out so early that if you're my age, everybody was a Star Trek fan. And then Star Wars came out and then you had a choice. But you know, before Star Wars, we didn't have a choice. So I think we were all born Star Trek fans. And those of us who decided to go over to the dark side are now Star Wars fans. And you know, I am a Star Wars fan. I have a Star Wars channel. I have a full Star Wars channel over somewhere else, right? At my Star Wars channel, where I go over Star Wars, I go over prop building. I'm building a Boba Fett costume right now. I'm working on a new Grail diary right now with my brother. And so there's lots of Indiana Jones and Star Wars stuff over there if you're into that. But this isn't about Star Wars. This is about Star Trek, right? Star Trek. Let's look at the cards. Here's that example of the beautiful tuck case that I was talking about earlier. Fully embossed and lots of beautiful foil coloring. It says Star Trek playing cards. You got the Enterprise there on the front. It says to boldly go where no man has gone before. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. You got some ad copy about Theory 11. You got the back design there. You got an original tuck seal with the live long and prosper hand signal. And then you've got some ornamentation there on the inside, as well as the fleet officer's insignia on the smaller tuck flaps. That's everything I can say about the tuck case. Let's bust it open. Your back design is a very interesting two-way image. It's the Enterprise, but it shares the main deck there. So you only have the one circle there. And it's got a nice medium white poker border, lots of color, right? Lots of color and beautiful organic, geometric, I should say, symmetry going on there. And the front side, you have a advertisement card for Theory 11. And this one here is the lower half of the old school communicator, which when I flip this around, this becomes the top. So if I hold it correctly in my hands, it should look like I'm holding one of the original communicators. This was the coolest thing. I mean, they made flip phones before flip phones were even thought about. Like, they designed the flip phone. Like, it's so crazy to think about that. Your two jokers are a blue shirt and a red shirt. Re or D materializing in the transporter. And then you have your Ace of Spades, which is Star Trek playing cards, and Theory 11. Star Trek, of course, was developed by Gene Roddenberry. He was a former Air Force pilot. He was also a science fiction fan, and he created the series inspired by Forbidden Planet and a lot of the other sci-fi authors and things that were available at the time. The show premiered on NBC September 8th, 1966. It ran for 3 seasons. It starred William Shatner as Captain Kirk, Leonard Nimoy as Spock, DeForest Kelley as Leonard McCoy, and it was canceled by NBC, but then it became even more popular in syndication, and that's when I started watching it, of course. And so the success of the film, the success of the TV show inspired films. It inspired 6 films just with the original cast. And then it also inspired subsequent TV shows like Star Trek The Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager, and Enterprise. And then in 2007, Paramount hired a new creative team to reimagine the crew of the Enterprise, and they've released subsequent films from there. The other thing we can do is we can put these cards in the caliper. So 10 cards in the caliper come to 2.91, which means they are close to being a casino deck. This is a thick stock with lots of snappiness and crispiness right out of the box. I still remember sitting around the tube television watching Star Trek every single day with my dad because it was in syndication, came on every day. You could literally sit down at the same time and watch Star Trek, you know, after it was canceled, continue to watch it, and watched it for years. I watched it for years, watched the repeats over and over again. I was a Next Generation Star Trek character for Halloween at least twice, I think. I had the real metal communicator. I could hit it on my chest. It would make the little noise. You know, it had little watch batteries inside of it. I had the boots. I had the Repro communicator and phaser when those came out. I had the Next Gen tricorder toy when it came out. Yeah, I never had the Mego figures. I think I wanted them, but I don't believe I ever had the Mego figures. I did want those, but I remember somebody else had them, and I remember what they looked like. I held the little turquoise phaser and communicator. They were so tiny. They were tiny little prop toys. But yeah, then Star Wars came along, and then I was 100% Star Wars. Had all the figures, you know, and then you can watch all about my fandom over on my other channel. But if you want this deck, because we're talking about Star Trek right now, Star Trek, you can find them at theory11.com. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, would you like to learn a magic trick? You would? Did you know I have a second channel? That's right. I have a second channel where I teach beginning level magic tricks. Magic Channel Card Tricks is a place that you can go to learn tricks with ordinary items you can find around the house. Paper clips, rubber bands, pens, and of course, decks of cards. I teach beginning level card tricks, simple card tricks, simple card forces that anybody could learn. I also review magic kits. So if you go buy a magic kit from the store, your local Walmart or Target, or you get a magic kit for Christmas, I'll go over exactly what's inside. And I'll even teach you how to perform with some of those tricks that you get inside those kits. Plus, I'm even gonna give you video instruction to very simple, very inexpensive tricks that you can pick up at your favorite magic store. Sometimes you get those tricks and the instructions are just on a tiny little piece of typewritten paper and you have no idea how to do that trick. Don't throw that trick away. Don't put it in a box. Come back to Magic Channel Card Tricks and I will teach you how to use that trick as well. Or maybe you're not a beginner. Maybe you're not a beginner, but maybe you have a niece or a nephew or a little brother or sister that you could share this channel with them. This is a great, safe place, kid-friendly, where they can learn beginning level magic. Make sure you head on over to Magic Channel Card Tricks, give my videos a like, subscribe to that channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for being a part of Magic Orthodoxy.